What's up and welcome back. I don't know if you're too familiar with Popcorn Talk, but Popcorn Talk is a programming channel which is dedicated exclusively to movie news, interviews, and commentary. Now 2 days ago, the channel uploaded a video which featured James Arnold Taylor. Now during that video, they discussed about the movie, the reviews, shared their thoughts on the critics, and went over interesting stuff. And since that video is an hour long, I kind of decided to make a summary video to basically go over the most interesting points. Now, one thing I really loved about that video is that James Arnold Taylor shared his thoughts on the critics. Look, James Arnold Taylor has voiced Ratchet since Going Commando. Him mentioning that he actually enjoyed the movie, found it funny and family friendly, just proves that fans overall will enjoy the movie. The voice actor is familiar with the series. If he enjoyed the movie, then fans should enjoy the movie, and especially those who've played the game. For those of you who still haven't seen the movie and are worried about the critics, don't let them mislead you, just go watch the movie and you'll enjoy it. If not, then it's fine, it happens. And look, IMDb actually gave a 6.4 on 10 for the Ratchet Clank movie, and according to the host in the video, that's the highest score a video game movie has ever received so far. So that's one huge bonus right there. Okay, yeah, 6.4 is not the greatest, but still. Like I mentioned in my review video, critics are very nitpicky. They criticize the smallest thing they can find in a movie. And they probably compared the movie with Zootopia. Now look, Zootopia is an amazing movie from animation, story, and dialogues. Ratchet Clank is not a Disney budget movie. The movie actually had a budget of $20 million according to James. And for a $20 million budget movie, they've done a pretty sweet job. I mean, they've put a lot of effort into the animation. Like, I don't even have to complain about that. Disney is very huge. They probably put around $200 million into Zootopia, according to James. Did those critics even know which companies were involved during the production for the Ratchet Clank movie? The movie's not Disney, so what did you expect? Like, the critics are being very salty. So yeah, don't let these critics mislead you, just go enjoy the movie. Oh, and if you guys are curious, the movie made $5 million so far. If it increases within 2 weeks, that would be great. And if not, what can I say? Oh well. Alright, now we have the critics, right? But we also have fans of the series who actually disliked the movie. Okay, some of them just disliked the movie overall. They probably didn't enjoy the story, felt it was fast-paced or something. That's fine, that's alright. But there's another group of fans which disliked the movie because they felt like the movie was too similar to the game? Like, I don't understand, what were you expecting? We knew that the movie was based off the game, this is what we signed up for. And a lot of these fans mentioned the following: if you want to watch the movie, just play the game, dude. Don't even waste your money at the theaters. Okay, yes, I understand that the game has movie cutscenes, but there's something called support? If you're watching the movie, you're basically supporting the companies. Anyways, some thought that the movie left out too many things from the game. Look, there's only so much you can fit into a 90-minute movie. A movie and a game are two different things. A movie focuses on story, whereas a game focuses on gameplay and more content. That's normal. This is the toughest situation companies have to face when making a video game movie. They just have to figure out how to find the right balance and add in stuff without making it too rushed or empty, let's say. And maybe that's why fans disliked the movie. They were expecting a lot more stuff from the game to be implemented in the movie. Let's face it, you simply cannot expect everything from the game to be into the movie. But usually animated movies have a 90 minutes standard. If the movie was a bit longer, maybe they could have added a bit more stuff. Alright, moving on. During the interview, the host mentioned a couple of points which I cannot disagree on. Even James Arnold Taylor himself couldn't disagree on them. Look, in my review video, I gave the movie a 9 on 10. I actually loved the movie itself. But some of the things that were mentioned during the interview, I can't disagree. The host was kind of disappointed since the movie felt like a Quark movie. There were a lot of Quark scenes, no doubt, and he felt like the movie didn't focus too much on Ratchet Clank, which is what fans were expecting overall. And I can't disagree. Even though I enjoyed the movie, I can't disagree. Like the Galactic Rangers and stuff like that were a pretty cool addition to the story. But Ratchet & Clank's relationship was kind of left out. Like in the beginning of the movie, Ratchet and Clank were immediately separated. But in the original story, Ratchet and Clank grew as friends. They had ups and downs. And even James himself said that he was expecting the story to be a bit more focused on Ratchet and Clank. However, it wasn't, but I still enjoyed the movie. Okay, if the movie was focused more on Ratchet and Clank, maybe the ratings would have been better. But who knows. And now this brings me to the writers. We had Kevin Monroe, TJ Fixman, and Gary Swallow. And according to James, TJ Fixman's draft had a lot more stuff from the game. and I guess due to the movie's length, the movie being too long, they took it out. But I keep telling myself, was that a missed opportunity? Maybe that would have boosted the ratings, having more stuff from the game and making the movie a bit longer. But I guess it is what it is, and I still recommend people to watch the movie. Alright, enough about the sad stuff, and now let's talk about what messages the movie had. And that's one thing I actually enjoyed about the movie. The movie had a moral to the story, according to James. And there's one quote which I really adored. It was, "You don't have to do big things to be a hero, just the right ones." It's a pretty deep quote. I mean, whoever came up with this quote, wow. And there's something else Clank mentioned during the movie. It was, what was it exactly? Blaming yourself and taking responsibility are two different things. Look, did the critics even take these messages into account? Were they like pouring salt over their head or something? I don't know. Despite the minor flaws people believe the movie has pretty good messages. And that's what actually makes it a good movie. Now let's move on to something else. During the interview, the host asked James Arnold Taylor what he's interested to see in the future regarding the franchise. Would he want a sequel which basically continues the story of the Galactic Rangers, or a sequel in which stuff from other games are added in? Just like the first reimagining, but let's call it a reimagining number 2. This is what James Arnold Taylor explained during the video. He absolutely loved the story of the Lombaxes, and he'd like that story to be implemented in a sequel or other sequels. Oh, and about that, the other host, Stacy Shuttleworth, mentioned that, according to Kevin Munro, Caden, Ratchet's father, was originally supposed to be part of the story. Now that would have been pretty cool, right? Maybe like a flashback or something? And I guess it was removed due to the movie being too long, I guess. So yeah, there you have it. Who knows, maybe the second reimagining might have stuff from Going Commando and A Crack in Time. Cause look at the first one, we have Ratchet Clank 1 mixed with stuff from Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal. Nefarious, basically. So it's pretty cool to know what the voice actor actually wants to see in the future. James Arnold Taylor is one awesome voice actor. He's voiced a bunch of characters and he's a pretty good impersonator, which is pretty funny. And if you're a fan, make sure to check out his YouTube channel, which is Jat Actor. I'll leave the link in the description, and check out his Twitter as well. I'll leave everything in the description. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but he also voiced Tidus in Final Fantasy X. He was actually disappointed that he didn't get the chance to voice Tidus in Kingdom Hearts. And it was probably due to Disney, I don't know. So yeah. There you have it, folks. That's pretty much it for this video. If you haven't watched the interview, I'll leave the link in the description. And with that being said, I've been Vivi, and I'll catch you awesome guys next time.